This devotion is based on Psalm 32, and I've called this the blessing of forgiveness. And it's actually a different theme today that what we've been running on. Very refreshing theme. And the whole question I ask is, what does it mean to be blessed? In fact, I want to challenge straight up and say, are we worshipping blessing instead of worshipping God? Because God is our blessing. But we would see blessing in our culture as feeling good, having positive experiences, having staff, meaningful work. And all this comes from God, and it's all good stuff. But somewhere, somehow, God gets squeezed out of the picture and isn't seen as the blessing anymore. And the truth is, if you're not right with God, you have nothing. If we want stuff instead of God himself, or want the stuff from God, we've got things in the wrong order. So this reminds us that just being right with God, what a blessing that is. That is what true blessing is. Everything else flows from that, and that's the way it's meant to be. I think we need that in our day and age, because we're filled with so much sadness, because we're looking for stuff instead of enjoying being right with God. So the writer's actually reflecting on his experience of being forgiven. And we can add Jesus to this and think, man, in our day and age, we have Jesus in our lives who makes us right with God. And what a blessing that is. That should just give us so much hope and so much joy. And again, everything should flow from that. Now, a few highlights for you, and I encourage you to give me your highlights. Verses 3 and 4, he reflects on his heavy burden of carrying sin. Verse 5, he talks about acknowledging and confessing his sin and then having forgiveness. Verse 6 and 7, he taps back into the refuge theme and uses this beautiful expression of God, my hiding place. Worth reflecting on that one. And then finally, in verses 8 and 9, there's an encouragement towards us to let God lead you. Let him instruct you, let him teach you, let him counsel you, take his direction. But you tell me your highlights on this psalm.